Good morning and welcome to Church on the Net. Today I want to talk to you about a very simple scripture. And a lot of the guys in the mentoring program, in fact all of you should be kind of memorizing this week. It's a very easy scripture to remember. It's 1 Peter 5:7, cast all your cares upon him because he cares for you. I think that this is a small scripture but most significant because it's the hardest thing for us to do. To cast all of our cares on the Lord means to actually give him control of everything that we have in order to allow him to work in our lives. And sometimes that can be really scary because we want to control things and we want things to be the way we want it. So let me give you a couple of guidelines maybe to go by in order to be able to do this a little bit better and share a story with you that and how it affected my life. You know, I am just a guy, just an ordinary guy who's gone through struggles and things like temptations and defeats in my life. Well, when I was in college as a freshman, I went through a series of deaths that just totally devastated me. Within the course of 1 year, I was in a major accident with my now wife. Then we were just kind of friends, but with my now wife, Monica. A very serious car accident that we probably shouldn't have survived. And then a series of deaths. My grandfather, who I was very close to, Ray Parks, and passed away. And then shortly after that, probably within 6 months, my best friend Bruce Bedingfield was murdered senselessly and stupidly. And then my grandmother passed away. And almost a year to the date of the first accident, I was in another serious accident that should have killed me. And I was really mad at God. And I thought, you know, here I was a minister, called to ministry in the first years of being called, and I was like, what are you doing to me? What is this? And it wasn't getting much support. I mean, my family was supporting me, but they were 1,000 miles away in Ohio. My sister was going to school with me, and she was trying to help, but I just was almost unconsolable. And we were going, the group that I was with, a bunch of college students, there was about 250 of us, going to a camp meeting setting. We were going to hear this woman sing, and you know, I had taken a pocket knife with me and figured that I would slit my wrists. And there's a place there called the Poop Pond. It was actually like a retention pond. It was just nasty, and I figured if I went back there and did it, I would die and nobody would find me and it would be okay. Very, very selfish act. Well, in the middle of me thinking this and contemplating it out and wondering if I was actually going to get the guts to do it, just so happened there was the singer's name was Terry Lynn, and she, out of all those people there, called me up to recite a scripture. And the scripture was 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your cares upon him because he cares for you. It changed my life. I didn't do it that day. And it changed the way I looked at things. Yes, was I grieving with pain? Yes. Was I in serious turmoil for a while and questioning God and a little mad at God? Yeah, I was. But it gave me the strength to know that he cares for me. And sometimes situations happen. But the more that we lean on him, the more that we give him everything that we have, the more he can do with what we have. It's like going to a painter and saying, here's the brushes, here's the canvas, but you don't get any paint, now paint me a masterpiece. It just doesn't work. God needs all of us, 150%. You know, those of you that are in the mentoring program know that I'm pretty tough on devotions, and I'm pretty tough on the meeting. 15 minutes a week is all you need to do. And I have no problem with releasing guys from the program. I have no problem with pursuing people in the program because that's what they give me the authority to do when they first started. But you'd be surprised how many people do not like accountability. I'm one of those included, but I also know that you need it. You need accountability. You need to be vulnerable to some people in your life that are going to take care of you. People that are going to be there for you. And here's the most important thing. I've said this before. People that are going to point you back towards God. The choice is yours whether you lean on God. The choice is yours whether you lean on the people that he put in your life, that God has supplied you with. And here's the key. I do not believe that you can lean on God effectively if you don't lean on the people that he has put in your life that are going to point you back to him. Now, the choice is yours for what you want to do. The choice is totally yours. But take